Students, welcome to Sunil's tutorial. I'm Sunil Mirwani and today we'll be doing this chapter called as vectors. Let's see another theorem, guys. If A vector and B vector are position vectors of points A and B, then position vector of midpoint C is C vector is equal to A vector plus B vector upon 2. Right? Now I can say that since C is the midpoint of AB, therefore I can say that M, the ratio in which C divides AB, will be equal. That means M will be equal to N. Now I can say by internal section formula, C vector is equal to MB vector plus NA vector upon M plus N, but M is equal to N. Therefore I can say C vector is equal to MB vector plus MA vector upon M plus M. So C vector is equal to MB vector plus A vector upon 2M. M and M gets cancelled. C vector is A vector plus B vector upon 2. Next, if A vector, B vector, C vector are position vectors of A, B and C, of triangle ABC, the position vector of centroid G, the position vector of centroid G of triangle is given by G vector is equal to A vector plus B vector plus C vector upon 3. Now, let's see this. A, B, C. Then we knew that G is the centroid. Let's assume that D is the midpoint of BC. Then G will be the centroid. Now from geometry we know that centroid divides the median in the ratio of 2:1. So this will be 2, this will be 1. So you will say let D be the midpoint. Let D be the midpoint of segment BC. Let D be the midpoint of segment BC. Then I can say that AD is the median. Right? Let us assume that A vector, B vector, C vector, D vector, G vector are the position vectors of points A, B, C, D and G. Right? Now, I can say that since D is midpoint of BC, by midpoint formula, I can say that D vector is equal to B vector plus C vector upon 2. Right? Now, I can say that centroid G divides AD internally in 2:1, right? In which case I can therefore say by internal section formula, internal section formula, I can say that G vector is equal to 2D vector plus A vector upon 2 plus 1. Substitute the value of D, so I'll get G vector is 2, D vector can be written as B vector plus C vector upon 2 plus A vector upon 3. 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so I'll get G vector is equal to A vector plus B vector plus C vector upon 3, and that's what you have to prove. That is my centroid formula. Next, take on next theorem please. If G is the centroid, if G is centroid, if G is the centroid of tetrahedron, if G is the centroid of tetrahedron, then prove that G vector is equal to A vector plus B vector plus C vector plus D vector upon 4. Right? If G is the centroid of the tetrahedron, you have to prove this. Now first let's draw the tetrahedron, guys. That's my tetrahedron. This is A, B, B, C, right? Now the base is triangular. The base is going to have some, say, it is going to have two medians that will intersect. So let's assume that right. So that's how it is going to be a three-dimensional figure, where I will assume this to be G1, and let's assume that this is G. Okay, so that's your tetrahedron. I'll say let G1 be the centroid of triangle BCD, right? Let us assume that A vector, B vector, C vector, D vector, G vector, G1 vector are position vectors of A, B, C, D, G and G1. Right? In that case, I can say that by centroid formula, we just proved the centroid formula. Centroid of a triangle is nothing but the sum of the three vertices divided by 3. So this will be nothing but B vector plus C vector plus D vector divided by 3. Fine. Now we know that the centroid of the tetrahedron, but by geometry, centroid of tetrahedron, centroid of tetrahedron divides median in the ratio of 3:1. Therefore, I can say that G divides AG1 internally in 3:1. That means I can therefore say that G vector is going to be nothing but 3G1 vector plus A vector upon 3 plus 1. But we already found out the value of G1 vector. So I can say G vector is 3 B vector plus C vector plus D vector upon 3 plus A vector upon 4. 3 and 3 gets cancelled. So G vector is A vector plus B vector plus C vector plus D vector upon 4. Next, let's see another sum, guys. Prove that the volume of the parallelepiped with coterminous edges is scalar triple product. The volume of parallelepiped with coterminous edges A vector, B vector, C vector R is scalar triple product of A vector, B vector, C vector. Now let's see this. Let's see this. Let's drop a perpendicular from the vertex. Let's label our figure first. O, B, D, C, A. Right? Let's drop a perpendicular from here. I'll drop a perpendicular from A. Drop a perpendicular from A onto the base. Right? And let's draw a perpendicular here from O, right? Let's assume that this point here is P. This angle is say theta, right? Now, let OA vector be equal to A vector, OB vector be equal to B vector, and OC vector be equal to C vector, okay? We'll see this perpendicular a little later. Let's write about the figure first. Let OA, OB and OC, let OA, OB and OC represent A vector, B vector and C vector. Now, I can say complete the parallelepiped. Complete the parallelepiped with OA, OB and OC as coterminous edges. Right? Now let AP be perpendicular to the base. Let AP be perpendicular to the plane of B vector and C vector, perpendicular to the plane of B vector and C vector, and theta be the angle made by it with OA. So that's my description of the figure. Now let's find out. I can say that first of all, what will be cos theta? Cos theta. Cos is nothing but adjacent upon hypo. So cos is going to be nothing but AP upon OA. Therefore, I can say AP is OA cos theta. So AP is going to be nothing but A cos theta. Right? So I could say that AP vector magnitude is magnitude of A vector into cos theta. Now this AP vector is nothing but the height. AP vector is nothing but the height of the parallelepiped. Now I can also say that, let's find out the area of the base. Area of base parallelogram. I can say that area of base parallelogram area of base parallelogram is going to be nothing but magnitude of OB vector cross OC vector. Area of parallelogram with coterminous edges is nothing but the cross product of the two coterminous edges. So this is going to be B vector cross C vector, right? Therefore, I can say volume of parallelepiped is given by the formula area of the base into height. Volume of the parallelepiped is nothing but area of the base into height. So this is nothing but magnitude of B vector cross C vector into magnitude of A vector cos theta. Right? Now I can say that B vector cross C vector, the cross product of two vectors, guys, can you see the figure? The reason I do this is your B vector cross C vector. The cross product of two vectors is a third vector which is perpendicular to both. So here your B vector is going to be perpendicular to both. B vector cross C vector will be perpendicular to both B vector as well as C vector. Fine, so we get this thing here. Now, let's see this. I can say here B vector cross C vector is parallel to AP vector. Guys, can we come back to the figure please? B vector cross C vector is perpendicular to the base. AP is also perpendicular to the base. Therefore, these two have to be parallel to each other. Fine, do we get this thing clear? Okay, let's move on ahead. Now I can say that the angle between B vector cross C vector and OA vector is also theta, since they are parallel to each other. Therefore, I can say that A vector dot B vector cross C vector will be nothing but magnitude of A vector, magnitude of B vector cross C vector, and cos of the angle between them. Dot product of two vectors is nothing but the magnitude of two vectors and the cos of the angle between them. Fine, do we get this thing clear? So in that case, I can substitute this here. Therefore, I'll get volume of parallelepiped is nothing but A vector dot B vector cross C vector. That's how you get your volume of parallelepiped, which is nothing but your scalar triple product of vectors. Next, let's see the next one. Next theorem. The volume of tetrahedron with coterminous edges A vector, B vector and C vector is 1/6 scalar triple product of A vector, B vector, C vector. Now let's draw your tetrahedron first. Let's call this point as A. Let's call this point as O, C, B, P. This is my OA vector. So that's A vector, B vector, and this is C vector. Let's assume that this angle is theta. Okay. So this is my tetrahedron. Now let's see this. Let's write the explanation of the figure first. You'll say let OA vector, OB vector and OC vector represent A vector, B vector and C vector. Complete the tetrahedron complete the tetrahedron with vertex A, and base as triangle OBC, right? OA vector, OB vector and OC vector are coterminous edges, right? So in this case I can say let us assume that AP is perpendicular to the base of triangle OBC. Let's assume that AP is perpendicular to the base. Now let theta, I'm just giving you the explanation of the figure, let theta be the angle between AP and AO, right? Now what will be cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent upon hypo, so this will be nothing but AP upon hypo, OA, right? Therefore I can say AP is nothing but OA cos theta. So in that case I can say that AP vector is nothing but OA vector into cos theta, which is nothing but A vector into cos theta. Fine, do we get this thing clear? Now once you have this, I can find out the area of triangle OBC. Area of triangle is nothing but half the cross product of two coterminous edges is half OB vector cross OC vector magnitude, right? So this is nothing but half B vector cross C vector. Now volume of tetrahedron is given by the formula 1/3 area of the base into height. Right? So this is 1/3 area of the base is half B vector cross C vector and A vector cos theta. So this is going to be 1/6 A vector dot B vector cross C vector cos theta. Magnitude of two vectors and cos of the angle between them is nothing but scalar triple product. This is going to be nothing but 1/6 A vector dot B vector cross C vector. Magnitude of two cos of the angle between them is nothing but the dot product of two vectors, which can be written as 1/6 A vector B vector C vector. Fine, do we get this in here? Right, this finishes this chapter of vectors. We'll stop this here for the day. Thank you very much.